down. There's room enough for two. Up on the roof, up on the roof.
What's going on, guys? We are here at the Westchester Cultural Arts Center. We were invited here by Roxy Theater Group, so we want to give special thanks to them to see the play Not Ready for Prime Time. I'll try to get their links in the description to give them a little shout out.
So very briefly, Not Ready for Prime Time is co-written by Latinx playwrights Eric J. Rodriguez and Charles A. Southers. Not Ready for Prime Time is a fictionalized account about the origins of Saturday Night Live, the groundbreaking NBC show that launched on October 11, 1975, and revolutionized American political and cultural satire.
Ooh, sounds good. But a brief synopsis of this. Here's a brief synopsis of the play. This is a play about an American institution by people who belong in an institution. A 31-year-old comedic writer was given control of the 11:30 Saturday night time slot on NBC. What he did is changed comedic history. But how long could he keep it together? Witness the wild and crazy journey of 9 cultural icons: Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Chevy Chase, Jane Curtin, Lauren Michaels, Garrett Morris, Bill Murray, Lauren Newman, and Gilda Radner, as they rise to stardom on a new show, A Saturday Night, 1975.
Sounds awesome. Let's see what happens.
I'm interested. So basically, we're here waiting for the show to start, and when it starts, we're gonna go in, we're gonna watch it, and then we'll come out, tell you guys what we think about it. I think it's gonna be great. I mean, I'm in theater, so I love plays.
Sounds good.
We both like SNL. We talk about SNL quite a bit.
Doesn't.
That's true.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite segment by far, always, Weekend Update.
Weekend Update.
Have you seen Michael Che and Colin Jost swapping jokes?
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing ever. All right, so we have a special interview for you guys. If you want to say your name and who you play?
My name is Ryan Kraut. I play John Belushi in Not Ready for Prime Time.
Yeah, so we just finished watching the show. Incredible show.
Appreciate it.
Do you want to tell a little more about your character?
Yeah, John is he really changed the landscape for comedy. You know, came in, blown a china shop, and did, just really was out there, man. You know, he did a lot of different things and made a name for himself. And he's a tragic character, because he, died at 33, unfortunately. And it was he just he did Animal House, Blues Brothers, and so he's a comedy legend. So it's a tough role to step into, but it was really rewarding, man. I'm really glad you guys came out and saw it, man.
Yes, you did a great job.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
For obviously, whenever you take on any character, you have to do some research.
Yeah.
So how did you go about researching for John Belushi?
So, I've always been a big fan of Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live, we always have trouble saying that. This is just called SNL at this point in time. But, he had a documentary that was, very eye-opening and a lot of information there. Watching the first seasons of Saturday Night Live as well, and just some YouTube clips here and then interviews and stuff, try to get his, mannerisms, his voice, his, and just kind of get an idea of how he would feel through all this stuff, because he wants to be the big guy in charge and stuff, and then Chevy comes in. I don't want to spoil too much, just in case people want to come and see it. So it's tough. It was tough, but it was rewarding, man. Like I was saying, it's the first time I've stepped into a role like this where you're playing a person. So it's you want to make sure you go about it the right way too. For sure.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And when it comes to being true to your character, I know this happened with, I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
when he was doing The Wolf of Wall Street.
Sure.
Did you feel that were there any changes you have to make that you felt John Belushi wouldn't say or wouldn't do or act a certain way?
Oh, big time. Yeah, big time. Yeah, just because, certain, again, mannerisms and, would he say this or would he say, when for a small example, when they say, places in 10, John's just like, I don't care, bro. Let me just get on stage. I'm like, 10-4, roger that, or something like that, something. He kind of goes against the grain a little bit, so certain, speech and things that you would do, it's, like I said, man, it was fun. It was fun to research, but it was challenging for sure. It was very rewarding.
Yeah. Did you know about John Belushi as much, or nearly as much as you did before?
I mean, I definitely knew about him, but I didn't dive into as much research until the role, until I auditioned for the role. So I watched Animal House, watched Blues Brothers, Saturday Night Live. You know all these characters and whatnot. But when you get a role like this, you want to make sure you're doing him justice. Not just for the show, but also for the audience and for John, and for Judy and Jim. The whole Belushi family, and everyone in Saturday Night Live who has interacted with him. and who know him so well. I was just talking to Sylvia, which is
My mom.
Yeah, sweet woman, very sweet.
Thank you.
But she grew up with John, so she knew. She's like your mannerisms, so that's the target audience that I want to make sure that I'm staying true to this person and making sure that it's almost like he's back to life.
Yeah.
So if it worked for you guys, I'm hoping it works for everyone else.
Definitely, and we know him much less than your target generation.
Yeah.
So
I'm a little older. I won't say much.
Yeah. And final question.
Sure.
First act is more of getting used to the introduction of SNL and all that. And then second act obviously handles more intense topics that the side of SNL off screen.
Right.
So in those more intense scenes or situations that John was put in, how do you go from the first act being sort of like a bull, like you said, bull in a china shop, more for the screen, to then dealing with his inner struggle?
Well, the thing with John, like he has like a sense of destiny about him. Like he knows he's destined for greatness. I know that in my research that he went to Second City one time, saw what was on stage. He's like, this is what I want to do. This is my life. This is my career. I want to make this happen. So he did everything he can to be that that limelight in the center. But then Chevy comes along, and it's just he's getting all the attention. So the whole point of like Act 1 is how do people like us react to celebrity? If we were famous tomorrow, how are we going to react to that? And this was like in the 70s, so it's this completely new thing. And they're kids. I mean they're a little younger than me, maybe a little older than you, but like we're all kids. We all feel like kids. So I mean, you get thrown into the spotlight like that, what's going to happen? So with him, he is John's taste is insatiable for everything. So he's always going to want more. So once he was introduced to drugs here and there, it was just too much. That's when you see it. I don't want to spoil too much, but you see it. In Act 2, kind of there's a little bit of a downfall here and there. Yeah. It gets a little heavy here and there, but it's life. We're used to seeing these people on stage and on film and screen and living the life, but what's behind the scenes?
Exactly.
And that's what we were trying to show today, because we only see what's on Saturday Night Live, like on TV. What's going on behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's great. It was a pleasure talking with you.
Hey, my pleasure as well. Thank you,
You did
both
great
so
tonight.
much for coming, man. Appreciate you.
No problem. We'll leave links in the description to get tickets. Any information that you need to see this show. See you later.
See you there.
I thought it was really good.
Oh my, no, I loved it.
John Belushi the actor playing John Belushi looked just like John
Yes,
Belushi.
yes he did.
Insane. It was
They
crazy.
did a really good job
They
with the
did a
show.
phenomenal job.
Between the writing, the acting, the directing, the music, it was perfect.
Enthusiasm was insane.
What happened?
Enthusiasm, like how they acted.
Oh yeah, no, it was everything was on spot. They did a really good job at capturing like not only like a mix between what went on, like the segments within the show with the samurai boss, the Blues Brothers. So they did a really good job of like, mixing between the actual sketches that they did and then actual like the drama and stuff that happened backstage.
Exactly.
They did a really good job with that. I'd
The
say
affairs
it's like a
and stuff.
dramatic comedy. It's really good. I am speechless. I hope this goes to Broadway.
I'm shocked.
No, it is really good. What did you think?
Nah, I thought it was awesome. I swear.
You what?
swear.
I genuinely am so impressed with the show. They did a great job directing. They did a great job writing the show, every aspect. I haven't watched SNL like the later one, the like earlier ones.
Yeah.
I watched the more recent ones, but even seeing like the first Weekend Update,
Yeah.
they included like every segment that they could. I thought it was. I keep reverting back to saying that it was great and it was
Because it
incredible.
was, that's all you
because
can
it
say.
really was it was so good.
I thought it wasn't gonna be that good, but it's actually.
Did you know who was in the original cast?
What do you mean?
Like the names of the people in the original
Oh
cast?
no.
Because I didn't really
Only
watch
John
this.
Belushi. That's it.
John Belushi's the only one I know. And then
I don't
Corey
know any-
Chase, what's it? Not Corey Chase.
Chevy Chase?
Chevy Chase.
You didn't know he was in?
I didn't know he was
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
he was in.
And then actually, I think because right when the show finished, I was thinking about like how I just want to go home on YouTube and now watch
All this
early
stuff.
SNL,
Yeah.
and just so that way I can like watch it and I know exactly what was going on in their lives at the time.
Yeah.
So you can go back and be like, I know, oh, they were dating, oh, and then they broke up. Like so, it was.
Hey, thank you, Roxy Theater Group, for this opportunity. Me and Julian had a great time watching the show.
For
it was
sure.
a great experience. And if you want further information about the show, that'll be in the link in the description later.
10 out of 10 would recommend. I think the show is gonna make it far for sure.
Really?
I think so. I mean, I'm in the theater community, so
You know a little more.
I know a tiny bit about theater.
Yeah.
But the show, it was incredible.
Yeah, it was
So I recommend. I'll leave tickets in the description. A link in the description how to get the tickets. If I can
keep
find a
going?
way.
Like you could come watch it again?
I believe so.
Oh, all right.
If you can, I'll put a link in the description. I'll fill you guys in there. I'll leave more information there. Once again, thank you to the Roxy Theater Group for letting us in. Inviting us tonight. We love the show. We can't stop talking about it. Back to the roof.